Welcome to the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. In today's video, we've got something truly epic to delve into Chapter 1100 of One Piece. Chapter 1100 of One Piece tells us about Kuma's past and how he became one of the 7 warlords of the sea. Buckle up, because we're about to break it all down. One Piece Chapter 1100 was huge in a lot of ways, and as this amazing Kuma memory reaches its peak, a lot of amazing details about his life are being shown. In Chapter 1100 of the story, Kuma joined the 7 warlords of the sea, and the world reacted to this news. To everyone's surprise, fans also got to see how Ace reacted to this amazing news. In the middle of all this, it was revealed that Ace had just been in a huge fight and beat a member of the Shichibukai, who Kuma later replaced. Part 1, Ace's journey across the Grand Line. Ace started his journey to become a pirate 3 years before Luffy did. In other words, Luffy was 14 years old at this point. Ace set out on his journey, but soon after, his ship sank. He came down on Sixus Island, which is a place that fans of One Piece live action will remember very well. Ace's ship sank on this island, where he met Masked Deuce, who would later become his right-hand man on the Spade Pirates. Ace found his devil fruit, the Mera Mera no Mi, on this island. This devil fruit gave him the power to control fire. Ace got this amazing Logia power, which helped him get off this island and later start the Spade Pirates. Ace quickly got rid of the rest of his enemies on the seas, and he finally made it to Sabaody. Ace fought an enemy as strong as a Vice Admiral of the Navy for the first time on Sabaody. He fought Vice Admiral Draw, and it was really tough for him because Vice Admiral Draw used Haki. Even though Draw had a great Logia ability, he had some trouble with him. However, Ace, being the genius that he was, woke Haki and beat Draw in the end. After that, his pirate group went to Fishman Island and then to the New World. Part 2, Ace in the New World. Ace fought this Shichibukai in the New World and beat him. Many fans don't know anything about this Shichibukai, and the story doesn't give any hints about who this character is. It might be a character that has never been seen before in the story, or it might be a character that makes sense later on in the plot. Chapter 1100 of One Piece tells us about Kuma's past and how he became one of the 7 warlords of the sea. Fans saw a short flashback during the Paramount War arc that made it clear that Ace was offered the job of Shichibukai before he joined the Whitebeard Pirates. This proves that fact. Because of this, it makes sense that Ace faced the Shichibukai right away when he got to the New World and beat them. After he did that, he was offered the job of Shichibukai, but he turned it down. Soon after, Kuma was given this job and was successfully brought into the warlords. Ace eventually joined the Whitebeard Pirates after his fight with Whitebeard, and by the time Kuma's joining was made public, Ace was already an effective member of the group. Part 3, which Shichibukai did Ace defeat? As was already said, fans don't know who the Shichibukai is that Ace beat, but a few ideas have come up that might help them figure it out. Oda doesn't like to leave fans hanging, and makes sure that everything fits together well in his stories, so it's possible that the person he beat could be someone that fans will meet later in the stories. Additionally, this is valid since Ace has a link to almost all of the places Luffy went in the New World. Since this is the case, the person he beat might return in the final saga at some point. A very common thought is that the person who was beaten was the man who had the last road poneglyph. Man with the burned scar is the name of the person who has the last road poneglyph. This is already a well-known fact. Since Ace has the skills of the Mera Mera no Mi, it's possible that he was the one who first burned this man. It is also known that this person goes on a ship that is all black and has black sails. A few weeks ago, Dragon's All Black was seen cruising the seas, but this ship's sails were all white. This makes people wonder if Dragon is really the man marked by fire. This person could very well be someone else, and it's possible that they are the Shichibukai that Ace beat. Who knows why a figure who has been beaten would have such an important poneglyph on them? Only time will tell. Fans can't figure out much else about this person because there aren't many hints, but the fact that this person has a scar from fire strongly says that Ace may have been the one who did it. Some people may think this is a crazy idea, but keep in mind that Ace has been a part of every New World story before. Ace had something to do with the story in the Fishman Island saga because Luffy didn't want to lose anyone else and had his Red Hawk. In the Dressrosa saga, which had both Punk Hazard and Dressrosa, Ace's devil fruit was a part of the story. Ace grew into a very important figure in Wano during the Four Emperors saga. Ace is already involved in the story again now that One Piece is in the final saga. This person, the man with the burned scar, may have already met Ace. When Luffy finally meets this person, he will learn about Ace's fight with this person in the past. It makes sense, since Ace has been so important even after he died years ago. One other possibility is that it's just someone that Oda will never show in the story and is only there for the plot. At this point, fans can only sit back and watch the story move forward. Chapter 1100 of One Piece tells us about Kuma's past and how he became one of the 7 warlords of the sea. It would take until the end of the Egiad War and the end of the memory before fans could learn more about the man with the burn scar and the Shichibukai that Ace beat. Summary and highlights. Chapter 1100 of One Piece tells us about Kuma's past and how he became one of the 7 warlords of the sea. In the middle of this news, Ace shows how he feels about it, and it turns out that he just beat a Shichibukai member. Fans think that the Shichibukai Ace beat might have been the man with the burned scar, who has the last road poneglyph, and that Ace's flames might have made the scar. The person who this figure is still a secret. And there you have it, folks. Chapter 1100 has left us on the edge of our seats, craving more answers. The mysteries surrounding Kuma, Ace, and the unidentified Shichibukai promise an exhilarating ride in the chapters to come. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What are your theories about Ace's encounter with the Shichibukai? Let's discuss. Until next time, fellow pirates, may your adventures be as legendary as the Grand Line. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our funny sketch videos and anime reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gold D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gold D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.